my name's Tammy. How is everyone today? You're probably all wondering why you're here. Well, I'm here to try to persuade you to make healthier food choices and more nutritional food choices for your kids. And I'm not talking about the McDonald's cheeseburgers that everyone ate today. I'm talking about the salad that you should have chosen instead. Does anyone here know what malnutrition really means? I know a lot of people think it means that kids aren't getting the right food, that they're not getting fed. Malnutrition is actually a lack of micronutrients, which include vitamins and minerals. And it also refers to obesity. 60% of Americans are overweight today. And 53% of children's deaths under the age of 5 years old is caused from malnutrition. Some of the diseases that malnutrition causes are rickets, which is a lack of vitamin D, and it causes skeletal deformities. And some of the food sources that you can get vitamin D from are your dairy products, such as milk and cheese and yogurt. And then there's fish liver oils and sunlight. You can get vitamin D from sunlight also. Another disease is a goiter. It's swelling in the neck or cyst in the neck, which is really uncomfortable. It can cause hard breathing or the inability to breathe if they get very bad. And it's caused from a lack of iodine. And iodine mainly comes from salt or table salt, and people mainly get that in their just everyday foods that they eat. Children aren't getting as much salt as adults usually get, so it's something you need to watch to make sure they're getting the right amount of iodine that they need. Legret is also another disease. It's lack of vitamin B in the diet, and it causes dermatitis, diarrhea, dementia, and sometimes even death. Some of the food sources that you can get vitamin D from are green vegetables such as spinach, cauliflower, broccoli, and it also comes in meat and eggs. Another disease is anemia, which is the lack of iron in your body. It causes fatigue, weakness, and loss of concentration. Some of the food sources that you can get iron from are dried beans, dried fruit, eggs, and liver. Some of the other sicknesses that malnutrition causes are muscle wasting, stomach growth, increased infections, and pallor. That's just some of the diseases and sicknesses that malnutrition can cause. It can cause lots and lots of problems, especially in children, other than the ones I've mentioned. This is a picture of a couple of obese children. They're not getting the right amount of nutrients, such as they're getting too many vitamins and minerals, and their body just stores them and don't know what to do with them. And this is a picture of a severely malnutrition child that isn't getting any of the vitamins or minerals that's needed to help it thrive. And there's all kinds of graphs and charts and different information out there that you can get to help feed your children healthier, to make sure they're getting the right amount of nutrients and vitamins and minerals that they're needed. This is a food pyramid. It actually tells you how much of each group that the child is supposed to get on a daily basis. Your grain group, they're supposed to get at least 6 servings of grain a day, which include rice, cooked cereal, breads, and that sort of food, which I know it's really hard to get kids to eat those kind of foods. So when you make their breakfast in the morning and you give them toast, you can always give them wheat bread, which really doesn't have a different flavor. It's a little bit of a different texture, but if the child they started off on wheat bread, then they don't have a problem eating it. And it's really a lot better for them. Or maybe when you make their oatmeal in the morning, throw some strawberries or some fruit in it, something that's going to sweeten it up and give it a little better flavor. That way they're getting all the grains that they need. And then vegetables, you're supposed to eat 3 servings from the vegetable group a day. You can spice things up by adding different salt and pepper and butter into the vegetables. Just make it a little bit different for them to eat. Maybe add it to their juice. You can add vegetables. If you've got a blender, you can add vegetables to their juice and they'll never even know that it's in there. And they'll get the right amount that they need every day. And then your fruit group, you're supposed to get 2 servings from this group every day, which a lot of kids like fruit because it's sweet. It's just finding what kinds of fruits that they like to eat. Bananas are usually a pretty easy fruit for kids to eat because they're easy to peel and the flavor kind of tastes like candy. And your milk group, you need 2 servings from this group a day, which, you, like I said before, you can get that through just regular whole milk, skim milk, cheese, yogurt, just different kinds of things you can get your milk from. And then your meat group, you need at least 2 servings a day for meat. Chicken, hamburgers without all the fattening condiments on it is another good idea. On wheat bread, that way they're getting their meat and their grains at the same time. And then some of the food pyramids you can get offline or at the library or anywhere like that. You can, they're just about anywhere. Some of the health food stores carry them. I brought some items today. Instead of choosing, kids will always choose macaroni and cheese over plain macaroni and cheese, but you can always make the plain macaroni and cheese is actually better for you. You don't have to eat it plain. You can mix it up and add spices in it and make it a lot more healthier than the macaroni and cheese would be. You can always make it and add whole tomatoes in it and then some other spices to make it a little more appealing to kids. And then they would be getting their vegetables and some of the grains all at the same time. And it's actually, it takes no longer to make this macaroni than it does the macaroni and cheese. And then fruit. I brought some fruit, an apple and an orange, compared to candy bars for a snack. Instead of making it easy for your kids and keeping candy in the house, keep fruit in the house, something that they can just grab and eat, such as apples and oranges. Or bananas, just something easy, something they can go to their fridge and grab, or the countertop and grab. Instead of choosing a candy bar, if the candy bars aren't in the house, or chips or snacks, unhealthy food, they can go grab a piece of fruit, which will help them with their nutrition. And then pop versus water. Water's always better for children. You can, instead of keeping soda in the house, keep bottled water, something easy for them to get to. Once they get in the habit of it, it's pretty easy. They